specifically to the area of Hermopolis. And the second thing is that his attachment to the 12th dynasty. The 12th dynasty was regarded as the classic period problem, and coming from the father line and not so much the mother. One thing interesting, when we start working here,
it's contemporary.
The damnatio will come, but as you can see here, the person that got the worst part was Jehúti and his father, and not so much his mother. We have the face of the mother and his name preserved on top of it. So, and you can say, well, this is by chance. But if we look here, this is a banquet scene with Jehúti, his father, his mother, and his father. And you say, well, they ruined the decoration, but for them it was magic, and it was black, the color, in a different way, but maybe with the same philosophy. These blocks that were added were blackened before, attaching them to the wall. Yeah, not the center, but it's not smoking. That's one. Yeah. This is the here you have the pilgrimage to Abydos, which is a common scene in Theban tombs of this period, with Jehúti, his father and mother, traveling back and forth, and a hole here connecting with another tomb with the staircases. So with all these holes, water was running, and the walls ended up being washed out a little bit. But with side lights and the good work of the restorers, you can make up some of the scenes. Like this, here we have a representation of the chief of Punt with a pile of mirth, as you have in Deir Bahari. But instead of having the Hatshepsut, to write it by ear. This does not mean that the father suffered damnatio memoriae because he was a foreigner, because in Egypt at that time and in other times foreigners were always welcome, and they lived and actually they went up the scale in the administration easily. But it's a characteristic that the father was probably not from Egypt, that he comes from Hermopolis, and I think that conditioned him to try to show his ability of writing in Egyptian. He composed one stela, that is CV, all what he did under Hatshepsut. So through this inscription, not only we can know what Jehúti achieved as overseer of the treasure and overseer of the workmen, but also what Hatshepsut was doing.
So is he talking about himself in CV during the time of Hatshepsut, or during the time of Thutmose III?
Well, he lived under the co-regency of Hatshepsut and Thutmose III. Here, the cartouche of Hatshepsut has suffered damnatio memoriae, while Thutmose III is erased here and there. You see and also he himself suffered damnatio memoriae. Like his name was erased for unknown reasons later on, as you can see in the statue, his face and his name. We made this protection building with these windows so that the reliefs will be illuminated from up down, and you can appreciate better the quality of the reliefs. Jehúti is one of the first officials that decorates the king Ahmose fought at the beginning of the 18th dynasty. This is his brother Ahmose. The other brother is also called Ahmose, but has the nickname Am. And these are the brothers and sisters. The sisters have funny names. One of them is called Tabinet, the evil one.
Tabinet?
Yeah, this here.
She was naughty.
Tabinet. The quality of the relief is very good, and that is why it was robbed at the end of the 19th century.
Any complete name of it?
No, this and here also we have traces of the name, but not complete. No, we have the R, but not the complete name.
So
we have
you
the
try
name
to
of
match
the
the name between the letters here and there.
Yeah,
then you get the name Harry.
But also when Champollion copied the inscription, it was complete. And when the German,
so the name was obvious in the copy of Champollion.
And when the German made the copy, the squeeze, it was complete. But unfortunately, the tomb suffered from the robbers at the end of the 19th century, The nice thing is the family of Heri has the name Ahmose, like the first king of the 18th dynasty, and one of the brothers. Yes. Also in up the tombs we have like drainage systems, which is big stones. Yeah.
تعال ما تقلقش خش علينا خالص. لا بعيد.
By these shafts and not the chapels of the 17th dynasty. We know that the names of some of the owners.
الرجال الصح والله العظيم الرجال الصح يديكم الصحة والعافية ربنا يبارك فيك.